friends. Happy New Year. And outside we have a wintry world around us. I want to share one of my favorite books called Over and Under the Snow by Kate Messner. It's fun to think about where animals go in the winter when it's snowy and cold outside. Let's read this story and see the hidden world beneath our feet. This story reminds me of my childhood growing up in Wisconsin. And in this story, the kids do things that I did as a child, skiing and bonfires out in the snow. And those are some of my happiest memories of us living in a snowy, wintry world. Let's begin. Over the snow I glide into woods frosted, fresh and white. What a pretty world. Over the snow, a flash of fur. A red squirrel disappears down a crack. Where did he go? Under the snow, Dad says. Under the snow is a whole secret kingdom where the smallest forest animals stay safe and warm. You're skiing over them now. Isn't that amazing? Look at here. Here's that red squirrel underneath the snow. And here we see our little ground squirrel's nest. He will hibernate off and on under the snow all winter long. Wake up and have a little snack from time to time. Over the snow I glide past beech trees rattling leftover leaves and strong silent pines that stretch to the sky. On a high branch a great horned owl keeps watch. Under the snow a tiny shrew dodges columns of ice. It follows a cool tunnel along the moss, out of sight. But that owl can hear that shrew running along under the ground. Look, Dad says, tracks always tell a story. See them going up the hill? And what do we see? A deer. Over the snow, a deer has crossed our path. Deep hoof prints punch through the crust up the hill under a tree. An oval of melted snow tells the story of a good night's sleep. Under the snow, deer mice doze. They huddle up and cuddle up against the cold in a nest of feathers and fur. And we see leaves in there. Look at how snuggly they are under the snow. Because it's warmer underground in the winter than it is above ground. And we see all the hairs from the deer where they bedded down. Sometimes when you walk out at McNaughton Park, you will see big areas like this where many impressions have been left by a herd of deer all gathered together in the forest. Over the snow I climb, digging in my edges so I won't slide back down. We call this cross-country skiing. Under the snow, voles scratch through slippery tunnels, searching for morsels from summer feast. And here we can see all kinds of little seeds mixed in with the snow. Our little voles and mice will eat them all winter long. It's like a smorgasbord wherever they walk. Over the snow I swoosh! Down, faster, down, faster, whoops! Under the snow, a horseshoe hare watches from a shelter of spruce. Almost invisible, she smooths her fur, a coat of winter white. That's her special camouflage to keep her safe in the winter, away from that great horned owl who would like to have her for dinner. Over the snow I glide past reeds where tadpoles play tag in springtime. Under the snow, fat bullfrogs snooze. They dream of sun-warmed days back when they had tails. So they hibernate in little homes in the mud until spring warms them up. They're cold-blooded animals, so their body temperatures go down, down, down in the winter while they snooze away hibernating. But when the spring sun warms up the ground around them, they'll slowly wake up and emerge from their sleepy beds. Over the snow I stand and stare, little mountains in the marsh. Under the snow, beavers gnaw on aspen bark, settled in for supper. Can they hear my tummy rumbling too? Out at McNaughton Park, you'll often see beaver dams like this. We don't usually get to see them, but it's fun to know we share that special place with so many interesting animals, including red foxes. Over the snow, stop! A sound. We stand like statues carved in ice until a bushy-tailed fox steps from the thicket, tips his ear to the ground, listens, listens, listens still, and leaps. They leap just like that, out onto the snow after an invisible dinner. He could hear that little mouse under the snow. His paws scratch away to find the mouse he heard scritch, scritch, scratching long underneath, under the snow. Over the snow I glide. A full moon lights my path to supper. Under the snow, a chipmunk wakes up for a meal. Bedroom, kitchen, hallway, his house under my feet. They will have all kinds of little rooms underground, where one room will be to go potty. They call that the midden pile, where their scat is stored. One area where they'll store seeds. They'll have a room for their babies, a nursery. So underneath our feet, there's all these amazing homes filled with animals that we share our beautiful world with. Over the snow, I climb one last hill. Bonfire smoke rises, warm hands, hot cocoa, hot dogs sizzling on pointed sticks. Under the snow, a black bear snores, still full of October blueberries and trout. He's hibernating the winter away too. Over the snow, the fire crackles and sparks shoot up to the stars. I lick sticky marshmallow from my lips and lean back with heavy eyes. It's hard work skiing like that up and down those hills. Shadows dance in the flames. Under the snow, a queen bumblebee drowses away December all alone. She's a kind of solitary bee. She'll rule a new colony in the spring, but for now she dreams of dandelions that she will get sweet nectar from in the spring. I wonder what bees and other animals dream about, don't you? Over the snow I glide home on tired legs. Clouds whisper down feathery, soft flakes. Oh, such a pretty night to be skiing on that fresh snow. Under the covers, I snuggle deep and drift into dreams. Look, she even has a picture of our squirrel buddy on her wall. She drifts into dreams of cuddling deer mice, slumbering frogs, hungry beavers and tunneling voles, drowsy bears and busy squirrels, and the secret kingdom under the snow. Did you know that there are many constellations of stars that are shaped like animals? It's a fun thing to go stargazing on a nice wintry night when the air is cold and crisp and the night is clear and bright. So many wonders on our beautiful Mother Earth. I hope you enjoyed this story. And now, when you get a chance, go out in your backyard and look for little footprints and signs of life from the animals that make their homes under the snow in your yard, in your big backyard. And I encourage you all to go hiking with your family out at McNaughton Park. There are all kinds of beautiful trails that you can go hike and see. So many plants and animals that make their homes here in our neck of the woods, and we can share it happily together. Until next time, I'll see you later, alligators.